You ever wipe so hard that your butthole hurts? Me neither.
You ain't got for me, player.
Relax, relax.
So now we're back at Rob and Tinyface about to get in a fist fight, hopefully. But they don't get into any fist fight. In fact, they don't get into any fight at all. Maybe a small verbal fight because Tinyface says,
You need to respect your wife.
yeah! Respect Sophie! Wait, what? Why does he need to respect his wife? What the hell are you even saying? And then why are you giving this smug look like you're saying something that's so profound and right and that it's a totally I got you moment? You didn't say shit. You just said respect your wife. How can he respect something that doesn't respect him? God damn it, man. I don't like Rob, but I don't like defending Rob either. So please stop. So Tinyface loves hitting below the belt, and he probably loves touching below the belt as well.
And I'm tired of letting that douchebag, scumbag, dirtbag take advantage of you and take advantage of me.
And I'm tired of letting this tiny-faced douchebag, scumbag, wimpy butt, silly butt, stupid butt. How many times are you gonna say bag, man? It's all in the bag. You know, I haven't had my coffee. This will probably change a whole lot. Black coffee. I like my women like I like my coffee. Not breathing, of course.
Are you an available woman yet?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Tiffany throws herself at Rocky, and I think it's to make Carlo jealous. And Usman goes up to comfort Carlo.
Carlo, you okay?
And you know if Usman is coming up to comfort you, then you are in a really bad place because Usman should not be comforting anybody. Miss No Booty talks to us about what a bitch Carlo is and how he talked all this shit about Tiffany, how he doesn't want to be a stepdad, and how he finds her ugly. Yet he always stalks her.
I definitely noticed that me and Rob are getting closer.
Is Rob your match? Because I think y'all would make a really lovely couple.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, though, you're still entertaining the thought of Carlo.
Tiffany doesn't know what she wants. In fact, one moment she could have had her pick of 3 guys. Now she only has her pick of just Rocky.
So I stayed at Colt's hotel in Playa. Like, he took me on a date.
Cortney then talks about how she was kissing Colt. And it's so funny because during this conversation, you don't see Usman until they just do this swipe with the camera and Usman is literally just right there. She then talks about Colt's penis and how he said,
Oh, you can touch it if you want.
That's what you tell girls, Colt. You can touch it if you want, I guess. You know, I mean, you don't have to touch it, but you can touch it.
D6 comma.
D6 comma.
Is that projecting? Why is Usman calling Colt a scammer? What the fuck has Colt done that was scamming people? Is he trying to get with old bitches, telling them that he loves them to get a visa to the United States? International superstar rapper where nobody else ever has heard of you except for your small group of people. And apparently 2 million people. But I don't want to talk about that. All right, fine. Fine. Maybe his music does good. Does better than all my YouTube videos. Me and my 10 hits are going to go somewhere else. Fuck you, Usman. Now that's projecting.
Courtney, so you bringing Colt to your house?
Usman is now talking to Cortney and asking her if she actually wants Colt because he's broke, homeless, and he smells like cheese that has gone bad. Anybody else feel like that hair is making Usman look like a peacock? Rob thinks that him and Jeniffer had an actual real connection before he decides to finally call it completely off. He wants to have one last chat with her, so he pulls her aside and they start talking.
Sorry, the boat's a little rocky.
Smashing!
They basically just talk about how much of a great connection they had, but she's still worried that Rob's going out and having sex with other ladies, even though we know for a fact Jeniffer is out here having sex with other men, yet it's completely okay. Can somebody please Help me make this make sense. I don't get it. Why is she so pissed off at him? Even if they were having sex, it's nothing that she wasn't doing. And she's like, well, I told you about Cole. You didn't say that Cole put that whole 1.5 inch inside of you, did you? No, you didn't.
The sun is so bright, but it feels so nice.
We watch Carlo spy on Tiffany way up there. And what the hell is that face, Carlo? Come on, it seems like you're searching for an S down there, but all you can find is a giant L. This cannot be real. This has to be production telling him to peer over the edge and spy on them. There's no way that they got this shot so beautifully captured. There is no goddamn way. Carlo then takes Tiffany off to the side and tries to talk to her, telling her that Miss No Booty is definitely not the woman for him.
You know that I'm better than that.
He then says Tiffany is his strongest connection and that's who he wants to be with. Anyway, something dumb happens here with a bracelet. It's so dumb and I don't even want to talk about it. It seems so contrived, so set up, so fucking bullshit. The production just started moving this bracelet around. But anyway, let me try and see if I can explain it. So the first night when Rob made out with Elise, she put a bracelet on Rob's hand, and then Rob left the bracelet inside his apartment. And then when he hooked up with Jeniffer, Jeniffer then stole the bracelet, and now Elise is seeing Jeniffer with the bracelet around her hand, and that makes her want her bracelet back. But somehow Tiffany gets involved and all these other people get involved when really it should have just been Elise and Jeniffer, and Elise could have been like, hey, can I have my bracelet back? And Jeniffer would be like, here you go. Instead she says,
No, because not mine, sorry.
somehow Rob gets dragged into all this drama. And it's so funny because I have this theory about Rob. I literally think Rob hasn't done anything to get into drama this whole entire season. I feel like drama finds him. Anytime you see him, he's just chilling off to the side doing absolutely nothing, and people are all gathering around him. What he's trying to do, he's trying to do privately, yet everybody's pulling him into their bullshit. I don't know. Am I the only one who thinks that? Like, I still don't like Rob, but I feel like he has done nothing on this island to cause drama. Anyone else agree? Just let me know down below. Tiffany hates Elise, so she talks a bunch of shit about her and the bracelet, even though, like, how? Why? It's not her fault that Jeniffer stole the bracelet. She just wants her goddamn jewelry back. God. Tiffany is starting to turn into a mean girl here, and she started to lose all the respect I had for her. I remember I thought she was the coolest person on the show, and now I'm starting to think that she's kind of a shitty person. And I know a bunch of people are going to be so upset with me calling her a shitty person, but god damn it. Just listen to her.
It's been, what, maybe 10 hours since her last freak out, so here we go again.
She's a vindictive fucking bitch who's trying to put Carlo into the doghouse and literally have him look from above as she's flirting with other guys. And that's not the part which makes her a bitch. In fact, you know, I'm fine with all that. It's just the way she speaks to Elise. She's definitely slut-shaming her. She's saying a whole bunch of shit that's just out of character from the woman that we saw at the beginning of the season. But I guess you can only stay good for so long until, you know, those cracks start showing. And she's definitely showing her cracks. Not her butt crack, though. No matter how much we'd pay to see it. Tiny Face then talks shit about Rob to Jen in private because that's all he knows how to do. Let me guess, are you calling him a scumbag, dirtbag, douchebag again? Just drop it, dude. You don't have to be mean to Rob because you secretly like him. He wants to bury his little face into Rob's little crotch area.
Eventually, you want to come to the U.S., we can look into the K-1 visa process. You know, I'm open-minded to that.
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? What about a visa process? Why are you smiling to that? Don't y'all have to get engaged to start this visa process? So is this like some sort of weird proposal without it being a proposal? I am so fucking confused. But Jen's so happy because she sees America in her future, I guess. That's a face that looks like she wants to come here. Okay, so Cole's gonna be a fucking stepdad? Oh, man. This guy doesn't need to be next to kids. That's all I'm saying. That's it. He's gonna be like, hey, your face is as tiny as mine. Anyway, in the great words of Rust, this is where Tim completely friend zones himself. Tim comes up and he tells these NPCs to leave.
But I just wondered if we could get a few minutes just to talk to him private.
I don't know who these two ladies are. Sometimes I make this joke where I'm like, who the hell is that? Even though that I've seen them a few times on the screen and I know who they are. This time, I don't know who the hell these people are for real, for real. I have never seen these two in the background, in the foreground, anywhere in this show. Are these two people on the show? Are they singles? Or are they just random yoga people? And Tim just came up being like, hey, random yoga people, fuck off. I got a camera crew and I gotta talk to a lady. I don't know. I couldn't tell people to fuck off on the place that they were doing yoga at. I'd have to be like, hey, I'll just move my meeting with the lady I want to talk to somewhere else. Maybe on the infinite fucking beach?
I really think you're feeling Rob more than me.
So Tim says that he doesn't want to go out with May because he feels like they're not compatible and that she's more compatible with Rob. Wait, what? What the fuck are you even saying? So you do not want to go out on this date because you think that she might like Rob even though Rob likes Jen? What the hell, dude? Okay, maybe there is something though, because from what I hear, May every single night went to Rob's room to play. What the fuck were they playing? Dominoes, that's it. This bitch don't play no bones. Are you joking? Okay, let's just say for a second she does play dominoes, but I don't think they were playing dominoes. I think they were playing a game like how him and Jennifer played Mario Kart.
I have not had sex with Rob.
And Jennifer has never had sex with Rob either. Anyway, Tiffany goes on her date with Nigel Thornberry. I know, I've been calling him Rocky, but that's because I don't think this guy's an asshole. I think he's actually an okay guy. From the stories you hear about the other singles, Rocky is actually a decent guy. So god damn it, I'm sorry for calling you Nigel Thornberry. I'm sorry for saying it seems like somebody took your face in editing and just fucking pulled it thin as much as they can. And I'm sorry that I said that you look like Beavis. A real life version of Beavis. Actually, he looks like a mix between Beavis and Butthead. It's the strangest if they merged together and became a real life person. And I'm sorry I said all that. I'm sorry that I said that you were the ugliest looking weirdo that I've ever seen and that you kind of remind me of one of those meerkats. I'm sorry, okay? You're actually okay. Maybe. So Tiffany goes on her date with Nigel. Sorry, I went off on a long tangent over nothing. So she goes off on her date with Nigel and he cooks eggs and has mimosas. Man, I ain't never had a mimosa before, but I kinda want one. I used a double negative, but I didn't mean to. I ain't had a mimosa before, or I never had a mimosa. Not I ain't never had one, because that means I've had some, and I ain't never had one. I did it again. Goddamn double negatives. You gotta watch out for double negatives. But that's why if you ever get an STD, make sure you get another one. That way they cancel each other out. Tips with the D-Meister flex. She asks if he cooks a lot and he says,
When I have somebody to cook for, I love it.
so does that mean that you don't cook for yourself? So they're sitting down and Rocky's giving all the right answers to everything that Tiffany has to say. And my wife says that she felt like he's not being genuine or authentic. He's just saying the things that Tiffany wants to hear. And I kind of agree. I think he has a line of things to say to baby mamas. He's like, oh, this line always works well.
Every time that you mention your kids, you just light up.
And this line works well.
The fact that you have kids doesn't make a difference to me. Great, more of you to love.
Oh, don't forget this line.
I love kids.
Look at Tiffany. Her heart's melted all over the place. What do you think? Do you think Rocky is sweet or do you think he's calculative? 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 One of those.
She's a little old-fashioned, just a bit new age.
Then Rocky starts singing, and that's about the time that I say, nah, I'm fucking off now. I don't want to hear this guy sing on a fucking ukulele, alright? That's the last thing I want to do. Anytime I go to a party and some guy whips out a guitar, I get so pissed because I know everybody's just going to sit in a circle now and listen to this guy just strum and fuck up a bunch of chords. But this is even worse. This isn't a guitar. It's a mini guitar. It's a goddamn ukulele. He can't even get a life-size guitar, so he has to play on this little tiny thing, which just makes him look like a giant playing on a guitar. Fucking ukuleles, man. They should be banned. If you like playing ukuleles, please comment down below. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. This has been Dee-man Johnson III. I'm proud of you and you're doing a great job no matter what, so always keep it up. Yeah, this has been a weird episode. I don't know how I feel about Carlo, man. I can't believe I thought Carlo was actually kind of cool at first, but I should have known. The minute they rubbed that poop all over Tiffany and said, oh yeah, nah, kids aren't for me, I should have known that he wasn't going to be the one. But Tiffany, what a fucking wreck this episode. God, she did so good behind that persona she created for the first few episodes, but now she just let all that go, and now she shows us that she is in fact that bitch. Alright guys, peace.